Scott Holbrook, president of Secure Tool, here at the top of Tucson during the twilight hours, which, as you can see, Tucson is a very short city. We'll talk more about this installation behind me in a second. Very, very proud of it. First, I want to make an announcement. Secure Tool, for the past 2 years, we have been researching and developing our own IoT sensors in order to help us in our mission to solve the world's biggest problems, and soon we'll begin to manufacture those sensors. Over these past 2 years and looking for ways to solve problems, we've worked with agricultural concerns from tequila fields in Jalisco all the way to pecan farms in southern Arizona. We've worked with, obviously, transportation companies, ways to make their drivers safer, ways to make the roads safer, as their drivers are going, ways to keep better track of goods and assets. We have worked with water companies and small towns like Tombstone, Arizona, to make sure that the well level in the water is always known, and so if there's an emergency, measures can be taken. We have worked with the world's largest pest control company to literally build better mousetraps using IoT, and so that's the reason actually I wanted to be in front of this particular installation as I made the announcement, because we took an old ham radio setup, as you can see, and we turned it into a brand new helium IoT setup, which is exactly what we're doing with the industries we serve. We're taking the old traditional tools and we are giving them an IoT update to make sure they're safer, more productive, and they can help solve these challenges that we're after solving. The last thing I want to say about this installation is really special as well, because it's doing exactly what we said that you should do, and that is putting it in a spot where it's going to be used. We are on top of an auto mechanic right now. Auto mechanics are definitely going to be users of IoT in the future. The whole auto industry, from transportation to commercial to passenger vehicles, are all going to be heavily reliant on IoT in the future. This roof right here behind me is actually a brewery. You're all familiar with our Tombstone Brewery work. You can go check out that video if you're not. But that brewery is going to be using IoT in the future. Most of these roofs are actually restaurants. Restaurants are going to be one of the biggest use cases for IoT in the future. And then there's a main road. You can't really see, it's getting dark. But for trucks driving through, with sensors on them, like we just discussed, this is going to be an access point for them. And so this particular setup checks all the boxes. We're turning old into new, reconverting the ham into a new IoT. We've placed it in a position where it's not only providing proof of coverage, but when proof of coverage ends and data credits begin, we're in a prime position to soak up all the data credits from these high data, these high IoT use businesses that we just discussed. And we encourage you all to do the same thing. So, once again, Secure Tool, 2 years, R&D. We are now preparing to manufacture our own sensors to accomplish our mission of solving the world's biggest problems, and this is a perfect example of an antenna that's going to use those sensors in order to keep generating H&T for now and well into the future. Any questions, comments, leave them below. Constructive criticism, we accept it all, and we will see you next time. Thanks.